What is going on, YouTube? PPS back. It is the 14th of February. We're coming at you guys for a YouTube Play of the Day video today. Super pumped to get after today's action. Obviously, we're continuing this run that we're on, and hopefully we can get to wins number 9 and 10 in a row. Before we get started, if you guys could, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. But yeah, we will get right on into it today. I will give you a recap. I think we only had one play on Thursday's slate. I didn't really play anything from Friday or Saturday. Usually I would have a Saturday play. Actually, I think this was Friday. I usually would have a Saturday play, but we just had family and stuff around, so was not able to get that in there. So, yeah, 8 in a row, 28-21, 5.3 units up. And like I said, we got 2 spots today that I'm hoping we can continue to add on to that. Whew, okay, here we go. Coming off our sweep yesterday on Pass the Prop, 2 NBA spots. I do really like this slate. Not anything too big, though. I'm not going to be playing these for more than just one unit here. And my first one's obviously Toledo. This is on DraftKings. Let me pull up your screen here so you guys can see where I'm looking before we start our breakdown here. They are facing off against Miami of Ohio. You can see it is under team props. It is not under halves. So I've gotten a question on this before. Make sure you guys go to Toledo team total first half. This is under team props. So that's where you're going to obviously see this. I obviously love Toledo. Toledo has been absolutely fantastic to me, not only this year, but last year as well. Toledo is third in the country in terms of first half scoring 41 points per game. But defensively, Miami of Ohio is bottom 15 in the country, allowing 38 points per game in the first half. I truly do not know how we're going to see anything different here, right? Obviously, I talk about this team so much, and I talk about just how deep this team is. You look at Toledo, they're obviously able to score from the outside, one of the top 10 shooting three-point teams in the country. They obviously have big. Shoemake can go down low as well. Miami of Ohio plays extremely fast, but I truly do not understand how we're going to see Toledo not score big on these guys, right? 16th in the country in adjusted offense, top 50 in adjusted tempo. They still are 285 in the country in terms of defense. They're not very good defensively, but like I said, Miami of Ohio is a bottom 15 defense. They're playing fairly average tempo, like 150s, but we saw some huge numbers in terms of possessions in game 1 against these guys. And I don't see them stopping anybody. I mean, we even saw Eastern Michigan blow up these guys defensively. So, I mean, if they're able to do that, I expect these guys to be able to do that. Obviously, I talk about Toledo's shooting. That includes free throw shooting, and we look at these guys as well. Miami of Ohio is, again, in the bottom 50 in terms of free throws allowed, 21 free throws allowed per game. Toledo, a lot of older dudes. Ray J. Dennis is fantastic. Shoemate, Milner. All these guys can shoot the free throw well as well. Moss in there too. So I truly don't know how we're going to see Toledo get stopped here. I just like to keep the first half number. It's still a 10-point spread in the first half. Could see them let off the gas. We've seen that a few times this year where they get up big and then kind of slow it down. And you're in Toledo. It's just a recipe for disaster here for Miami of Ohio's defense. And I will be all over the Toledo Rockets again today as they face off against Miami of Ohio. All righty, guys. Play number 2. I know I've used this play before, and it got me. They beat me, and I was not happy with it. But I'm going back to it today. It's going to be Missouri, Auburn, first half over 71.5. And even though Missouri has been a fantastic adjusted offense all season, usually the second half scoring is higher than first half. I think that's pretty common knowledge, but 5 straight games, Missouri has actually scored more first half points than second half. Even when they're scoring 40 second half points, their first half, they're scoring 44s, 45s, right? I mean, Missouri still is a top 10 first half scoring team. They score 40 points per first half. They're only a half a point behind Toledo. And we talk about how good they are first half wise. So we're facing off against Auburn here. Nice tempo spot again. just allows you to be a little less efficient when you have pace like this. Auburn is top 60th adjusted offense, 21st adjusted defense. They've obviously had a very, very tough strength of schedule. But what I do like is just the, again, ability to score inside and out. Missouri, 4th in adjusted offense in the country, 216 defensively, and then a 50 on the adjusted tempo. So fast pace, both sides. I am a little worried with how good Auburn's defense has been. We've seen them in a lot of rock fight type of games, but Missouri has enough studs on this roster to get the job done, right? So we look at these last couple games. You saw the rock fight. Everybody remembers the Tennessee game, right? Where it was like, 46-43. And that was just both teams obviously are very, very good defensively. Missouri is middle of the pack in the country in terms of scoring defense. So Kobe Brown, I call him a guard/forward. He's obviously able to post up. We've seen him do very well in that range. You got Golston, 10 points a game. Hodge, 14 points a game. You're up and down the board, able to score the basketball. Missouri also has great three-point shooters, 46% from Brown, 40% from Hodge, 37% from Golston. Even when we look on Auburn side, they're not the greatest first half team, but when you see them face off against a team like Missouri where they're running gun from the get-go, they have to start out fast just because they have struggled in the second half. I expect this one to start out pretty quickly, especially now that we got Kobe Brown has not been fouling as much. I know that was the reason I lost my one bet. Was Kobe Brown only played like 4 to 5 minutes and then was in foul trouble immediately, had to go sit on the bench. So that really, really sucked and put a big damper on that game. But again, I talk about this all the time. You have to make sure you have short memory in this game when we're betting as much as we are and as consistently as we are. We have to make sure that we forget about that stuff. Brown has been doing much better, getting his full allotment of minutes. And again, Missouri has been fouling quite a bit these last few games. We've been seeing them get some of their teammates or some of the teams they're playing are shooting 35 free throws, right? They're 300th in the country in terms of free throws allowed per game, and almost 21 free throws. And obviously we want to see that in this one. Auburn, again, a heavy foul team. They're actually lower than Missouri, 327 in the country, 21.6 free throws. And both sides shoot the free throw well. Obviously have some studs that are able to score on both sides. I think the fouling could keep this game to go in a little bit slower in terms of going down the floor, getting fouled, get your free throws, go again. But Missouri's going to want to run, want to get to a fast start, and they've been very good at closing out games late. So really like this spot, and we're going to Missouri-Auburn, first half over 71.5 over on DraftKings as well tonight. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we can get you 2 more wins, 10 straight if we can get both of them. Rolling with Toledo, Rockets first half team total over 41.5 minus 125 on DraftKings, and then on DraftKings as well, Missouri-Auburn first half over 71.5. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you, and hopefully you guys are able to jump on this streak if you haven't already, and hopefully we make some more money for you. So have a good one, guys. Peace.